Good afternoon, Patriots and Prayer Warriors. How are y'all doing today? It is Thursday, February 3rd, 2022. And I told last night I was live, and I told Tom that I was going to do a paint pour for him and his missus. And I like to try to stay to my word on those. And I was going to do a video. So here you go, Tom. Here you go. Now, I'm doing a paint pour. I already have my paint in my cup already. I prepped this ahead because I don't have a lot of time on my phone, guys. I got too much memory and shit saved in there, so I can't make that long of videos sometimes. So I went ahead and already prepped my put base paint on here. So this paint right here will glide better on here, Tom. Okay. I've already done squiggles, and I've sat here and I've pulled some paint down already like this, just trying to get the canvas completely covered. That way my paint flows a little bit easier. And there we go, we can see it running now. So I've got a good coat across there. So what I'm gonna do now is I do a flip cup. All right, and let me close this other paint I got on the ground here first, guys, before it dries out. There we go. All right, so what I do, Tom, look, I already got some cells starting there. Look at that. I'm going to take my canvas right here, and I do this part quickly because I don't want my base to fall off, all right? So I come up, flip up like this, just like that. Now what I'm going to do is I let this sit here 30, 45 seconds. I let all the paint drain down to the bottom here, Tom. Okay. Then sometimes I'll pick the cup right up. Sometimes I actually like to do a natural effect, and I grab a push pin and I'll push a couple holes in the top here, and then maybe one or two on the side to get some airflow. Bring it up and I let it flow out like that. Let the cup move on its own. Maybe I'll bring the cup over this way a little bit. Bring the cup over here. And I just let it do its thing right now. Okay, pull it up a little bit, let a little more paint out. Pull it up, let a little bit more paint out. Again, and boom. All right, from this part, guys, or Tom, whoever's watching, all of y'all, I love y'all, and thanks for joining me on this. What I'm going to do now, Tom and Patriots, is there's a shitload of paint on here, and it's going to run all over the place. That's why I use so much paint, because when I start using my silicone, it will make divots, but it doesn't pop them in. So I will pull my paint like this and come down, and I try to cover my corners, my sides, and my edges. And I will come back and get the corners with the excess paint that's in the cup. I'll show you. All right. So, and it's a messy process. That's why you see me wearing gloves. All right. So we got that right there. And then I have, we always have a little excess in here. So what I do is, I don't know if you can see me hit this corner right here, but I pour out and hit the corner right here like that. Or, good thing you can do is you come over here and grab a freaking popsicle stick and grab some of your excess paint like this and drop down on your corners. Excess paint, drop down on my corner. Drop down on my corners here. That way my corners are done. And I got my corners going. Alright, so we got that. Alright, now here comes the fun part. Now I can leave it like that. It'll create cells and whatnot. Let me go ahead and pull this off. All right. I'm going to have to go get the blowtorch, too, in the other room. Now, I take silicone. All right. It's silicone oil. Pouring oil. All right. This is what I create cells with. It's 100% silicone. All right. I either use this or I've got this stuff, too. But I'm almost out of this. I just pour this in the bottle. And I use this bottle because it's got this thin little needle applicator on it. And I just find a couple spots, and I'll drop in there, and just drop a couple spots here or there. Now, silicone, you're going to have to wait a couple minutes or seconds for it to start taking effect. But it will start creating cells. And they roll out like little beads. They don't go all the way in there. Sometimes they'll roll and then settle in there. Excuse me, sorry about that, y'all. Let's go ahead and put some more. Now, sometimes I'll put a whole bunch of these drops in here, Tom. Sometimes I won't put a whole lot. Sometimes I'll put 2 or 3 of them in here. You know, it all depends on what I'm feeling at the time, okay? Now, see, look at that cell. That cell's going pretty good. See, they're starting to come out now really well. These cells are. See? And somebody's probably going to watch this video and be like, oh, man, that's a bullshit way you're doing it. Or way. This is the way I like doing it. Everybody has their own different techniques. Art. Everybody has their own art. Their own styles. And I do different techniques, but this is the one technique that I like the most, that I like to do. Okay, I think I might, set that right there. Let me go grab the torch right quick, guys, because it's in the other room. And now what I'm going to do, Tom, is I'm going to hit this with a blowtorch. And hitting this with a blowtorch will actually make some of these cells come out, and it creates the it'll create more cells with the actual pre-pour liquid. So see, right down here. I don't know if you can see it. Right here, with me hitting it with the blowtorch, it's starting to create other little cells all over the place. Now, I can take my hair blower, and I can blow the paint and everything. But what I'll do, Tom, that's enough. I think that's enough fire right now. Okay. Now, let me grab this, and if we see, look, me hitting it with the blowtorch started cells right there, cells over here, more cells right there, and these cells are going to get bigger. They will expand as it dries. But, Tom, what I do is to create effects that looks like they're pouring down and everything, is I'll give this, I don't know, 30 minutes to an hour and a half, and then I'll put something up underneath on one of these corners, and I'll put a slight incline on it, and it pulls the paint, and it will draw the paint and make even more designs. So I'm going to let this sit here for a few minutes, or, well, probably about an hour or so, and then I'll put something underneath, start pulling the paint, and it'll dry it, and I'll put it in another direction, and I will repost that video when it gets done. This right here, to dry, I usually let it sit for anywhere from 48 to 72 hours for a complete dry. Now, the longer, and then I'll hit it with a clear coat so it seals it and everything. But that's what we got. Tom, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope your missus enjoyed it. I will create more for you guys. The cool thing about this paint pour is this stuff right here, guys. After it dries, I can peel it off, okay, and like stick it on like pieces of jewelry or like freaking pieces of wood and make coasters, or like on bottles or vases. And once you repeel it and once you re-put it back on the surface that you peeled it off of, it dries and that shit stays on there. It don't come off. But all these little ones are previous pours that I've pulled off the skin. They're called pour skins. That's what this excess paint is. And you can, it's pretty cool. You just line shit up. But yet, sometimes you usually have excess paint in your cup here. Like this. Watch. I got it. There it is right there. Boom. We'll just hit that corner. Come over here and hit the corners a little bit. The edges. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. I don't want to mess up that yellow corner. Yeah, I kind of like this area right here. We'll do a little drop right there. Yeah, let's see what that did. Oh, see, that looked pretty cool right there, huh? That was pretty cool pour. Yeah, that gave that a little bit more life, too. That corner. See, I like that corner right there. I don't want to mess with that corner. But, Patriots, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll let this dry, put it on an incline, try to pull some more color as it dries, make those cells a little bit big. Now, these cells are going to continue to keep on expanding as it fucking dries. So that's why I say sometimes I don't use a whole lot of silicone drops. Sometimes I use it more than enough, you know. But I love each and every one of y'all. God bless. Have a wonderful day. And I'll talk to y'all later. Oh, shit. I forgot to show y'all. The gold inlay. Look at that. I've got the gold inlay. I'm almost done. I only have those ones left. Then I got to retouch those up and put the gold on them. But they came out pretty well, I think. All right. Love y'all. God bless. Right, Flint? God bless. Say bye. Bye.